Just heard a police car. The siren's on. Whoop, 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 whoop. As soon as they turn the camera on, it shuts off. They only did it very lightly because they know I'm out. Whew. July 6th, 2022. I just came back from the coffee shop. I didn't stay. Stayed a half hour. That's more than enough, trust me. I mean, there wasn't that many people inside, but the perks were out. So I didn't catch them on camera. It was so quick. Sure they did. So, always homeboy over there. I didn't even sit down long enough. I went to pay with cash because I'm going to the gym tomorrow. I need money to get home. So let me break a 20 instead of, ordering it through the app. I said, you know what, I gotta go up there. So I paid for it. Sat in the corner seat so I didn't have to see these perps too much. It kind of worked until a homeless homeboy decided to come up to the window and bang on the glass. He's absolutely dirty. I know he can't help it. But you would think his handler maybe kind of tell him, hey, give him new clothes or something. The handler's going to wind up sacrificing him to the devil. They want to do that to us, but they can't. But anyway, they can't do it to me. Fuck them. I reviewed them, Jesus Christ. So homeless homeboy comes up to the window, knocks on the glass. His whole underwear sticking out. It was filthy. It didn't even have color anymore. It was so gross. And he's like, give me some food, give me some money. That's what he said, give me some money. And I'm like, no, I'm not giving you shit. I was like, that, are you fucking kidding? You're gonna come to my fucking face and harass me and then expect me to give you money or anything else? Nope, you're not getting that shit. I do not deal with devils. So that's one way that devils try to get me. Oh, he's tried other ways, trust me, he's tried. They're not working too well, so he's like, let me send the homeless guy there. And then he was gonna do something, he was gonna twerk again. And then a lot of people came in, so he decides to leave, to walk away. He's like, good, bye. You know what I mean? So I didn't really tape him. So he walks away and I see a red car on the other side of the street. Oh, here comes douchebag. They always fucking come out live. Oh, and his wife. I don't know who the fuck they're looking for. That's the corner. Anyways, what are you looking at, bitch? Oh, what are you staring at? Like, what's your problem? He literally just stares at me. Just stands in the middle of the door and stares at me. What are you doing? It's really fucking sick of you to just stare like that. Fuck you, man. What are you staring at? So anyways, I see the red car parked, and then it's like, oh, whatever. I look over it, across the street, at the other corner, where the big building is, was a one headlight perp. So I don't know if he saw me. He probably did. He probably had binoculars or some shit. So I smile at him, and then I put my hand over my eye in a triangle, and I looked at him like that. So I hope he saw that too. And then like a whole bunch of bikers came around, and then a whole bunch of red cars, people wearing red shirts. A couple of them looked in. Same old perp shit. And the cops came. I'm like, whatever. Oh shit, somebody's bothering me. They're completely staring at the corner. Good. Karma's a bitch. I really do hope to do something to him. I mean, I'm not God, so I can't really do karma to him because then I'll get arrested. But as long as he's getting karma back, somebody's doing something at the corner. He probably doesn't approve because he's better than everybody else. You know, these perps. So, all these people are tripping with their voice of skull. Last night I'm watching this video, and the woman in the video was talking about voice of skull. She said she didn't really notice it until like that year that she was talking about it. It was probably a while ago this video came out. And she explained what she heard and all this kind of stuff. I was like, oh, okay. All of a sudden, to the right of me, I heard two women talking to each other. It was like a very faint and like a whisper. I actually had to stop the video to listen. I couldn't tell what they were saying. I was like, what the fuck is that? It sounded like it was coming from outside. And they weren't home last night, so I don't know if it was them. It could have been somebody on the phone too. She could have been calling somebody. I would not be surprised. They definitely have these things in their house. They definitely have the voice of skull thing. It's probably like a small machine. So, I mean, how else are they gonna zap me in the middle of the night, you know? So, I heard that. I'm like, what the fuck? It was like not even a minute long conversation, but I heard the whispering. I'm like, alright then. And then this morning, I got woken up. I had like 2 fake dreams, and I saw a woman in the dream. She was saying something. I forgot what she said. These fucking perps do the voice of skull, and they erase our memory. So when we get up in the morning, we can't write it down. And when God shows me stuff like this, like when it's Him showing me what's going on, I remember the dream really quick, and it stays, and I write it down, and I rebuke it. So the first dream I had to do that. They were doing something with this guy I liked somewhere. I don't know where he's from. They stuck him in my dream. So I got up a little too early than I wanted to this morning because of that. First that dream I had to rebuke it. And I went back to sleep. I had a different dream with this girl in it. It wasn't sexual. It was just she was saying something about me to somebody else. Like I couldn't see who she was talking to. So I'm like, okay. So now I know it is a woman doing the voice of skull. I saw her face. So then, after I finally got up this morning, I was really exhausted from getting interrupted in sleep. So I went to take a nap. As soon as my head hit the pillow, I heard a beeping noise. Not an alarm clock beep, like a small beep. Very low beep noise. So what the fuck is that shit? It sounded like it was coming from outside. And I had the air conditioner on, so I heard the same woman talking to whoever she was talking to from last night. I heard her again, and it came from my bedroom window, like outside. So somebody's either astral projecting themselves to stand outside my window, because this is what witches do, and to talk about me, or it's the voice of skull machine that somebody in one of these houses has. So last night when I made my video, the mother next door on the other side, not witchy poo, the other side, she never says hi to me. None of us. She never says hi to any of us, right? And her daughter would throw garbage in our pail all the time. I showed video, and they walked past me. They giggled, and then we walked up the stairs. So I think they have the voice of skull in their apartment. I think they have both things. I think they have the laser do weapon and the voice of skull thing. Maybe it's an app on their computer or phone. Makes sense to me. What? Because, how do we hear them like that, I mean, it's part of astral projection, too. So, I think she's doing that. I think it's her doing that. Because it did look like her in the dream this morning. So after my nap was kind of interrupted, I actually shut my phone off. Like, I should put it on silent because I didn't want to get any phone calls. Because every time I take a nap, I get phone calls, spam. Same person every time. I love how he called me from different numbers. Yeah, I cursed his ass out yesterday. He did not appreciate that I didn't want to give out my personal information to him. Boy. He's like, I'm gonna fuck up your credit card. I'm like, go right ahead. What credit card? You don't know. I don't want no credit cards. I don't have any credit. So, joke's on him. Who the fuck does he think he is, yeah? He knows. They wouldn't yell at you if they knew that they weren't doing the right thing. Narcissistic people like that yell when you call them out on their shit. They go batshit crazy. They cannot believe that you don't believe their shit. So remember that. That's why stay silent when you're around them. Make small conversation, small talk. And don't go into deeper conversation. If you have a good day, don't tell them about it because they were so angry. I've learned from experience. Like yesterday, I got to talk to somebody I used to go to work with when I actually had a job. I made a couple friends all there, but this is the only one. She lives in the same neighborhood and we hang out. Once in a while. So I was there yesterday and she came in and we talked and the perps came in and they didn't know what to do. Like one perp in particular, he looked new. We're all red and black, right? Mostly red. He stood not on the line for Dunkin', but where the ATM used to be. And he kept staring at me the whole time, still with his feet pointing at me. You know how the Masons point their feet towards you? He did that the whole time, kept looking at me the whole time, kept looking, and he kept looking around for the handler. He was a little nervous. He was supposed to do something, I don't know what, but he couldn't do it because I was talking to somebody. That's what I'm saying, that's why I don't get angry at them. I laugh now because there are some people out there that you can talk to and just have a nice conversation with. You don't have to tell anybody that you're going through the gang stalking. Like I said, just go and get a journal. They have nice journals. Barnes & Noble has really, really nice ones. They have huge ones too. Start documenting everything. Because it's never going to stop. They don't stop their shit. They're never going to stop. Until somebody takes them out. And somebody will. If they don't believe it, I don't fucking care. I haven't had Voice of Skull in a really long time, so they're starting with the old shit again. And then as soon as I woke up, I went to go eat lunch in the house. I didn't go to Dunkin' to get lunch. And I heard the train horn like softly beep when it went to my stop. I was like, yep, that's gang stalking too. Because they know that I know that they honking the horn very loudly. For years they were doing that. Like every 10 minutes. Every time I pull into the station, like it was a car. It's not a car. The train's passing by now. And then it would, after I figured it out, I started talking about it, then it comes by my house, it was beep beep. So now it did it very, very softly, right after I woke up too. I was like, really? Like, I don't know they're doing that. So, well, there is a guy that lives right in the alleyway where Dunkin' used to be. He works for the MTA. I saw him today too. So he's probably my targeting too. It's so funny, like I would go to a store and he would be there already or pulling up in the next to us in the parking lot. Come on now. With a Target bag too, so. They're gonna do this stuff all the time. Like when I was sitting in there, I got a spam call. I just ignored it. I don't have time to deal, I was tired today. They're fucking trying to take my nap away. We need naps once in a while. It's exhausting to be targeted. They know we're sensitive to this kind of stuff, so, some of us are more sensitive than others, especially in the beginning. We kind of cry about it because how could you not, it upsets you. And the people are trying to run you over with their car. That's the thing too. They're pissed off they can't run me over with a car. They can't because I don't have a car. This is not my car. They think it is. So they do with the one headlight. While we're driving straight, they're driving on the opposite side of us with that one headlight. I smile and let them now. Especially in the back seat. I have a big grin when they pass by me. Oh, they get pissed. Good. I can't believe they followed me to Staten Island. You fucking kidding? We were there for Memorial birthday. A fucking one headlight band that comes by. Oh, we're in the middle of the street. Ain't they some shit? Isn't that some shit? Nobody saw that he had one headlight on at night. Nobody saw him pulling up to the block. It's gotta be somebody that they know. Cause they the wedding I went to about a year ago, he's like a special ed teacher or whatever, a para or something like that. But all his friends are cops, every single one of them. So all the groomsmen were all police officers. So one of them was there. One of the police officers was at the 4th of July. And he's always staring at me weird, but I don't know if he's just staring into the space or just at me. But I think he's in on my targeting too. And why not, right? They all gotta target me in some way. And I'm telling you, it's closer than you think. It's always gonna be some family member that's a little jealous of you, even if you're not doing well. It's them that put you in that place, by the way. I hear the beep. They knew that you could do really good for yourself, but they wanted everything you already were going to get. So they will actually make sure you don't have anything that you're supposed to get. You know what I mean? And then they get mad when the witchcraft that they're doing on you doesn't work. And then all of a sudden they stop talking to you. You know what I mean? They take your friends from you. They're friends with your friends, and then your friends won't talk to you anymore because your friends believe them instead. That means they're not really your friends. That's what, I was mad at first when like you totally have my friends. I don't give a fuck anymore. You have your own friends with the same mentality as you. I'm gonna take my friends too. You don't want me to have any friends. I get it. I'm not allowed to have friends, I'm not allowed to have a husband. Not allowed to drive because I have something going on. I don't want to talk about it. It's not nobody's business for right now. I'm already not allowed to drive. There you go. I mean, what else could they take away from me? They took everything from me. Anything I could have ever had or wanted in my life, hoped and prayed for, these people knew how to counteract it with witchcraft so I wouldn't succeed. I'm telling you, it's not only me that didn't succeed in my own. When you go for a job interview, they take your resume and bring it to a warlock. And if the warlock tells you this person has the light in them, and they're Christ-centered and all this other stuff, and then they tell you they don't hire you. You gotta be like them, like the beehive mentality. The hive minds, evil, basically, would screw over everybody just to get ahead in life. And those are the people they hire. Years ago, they used to hire, anybody, train them, whatever. That's why it's very hard for us to work. Some of us can't because of that, That's why the school system fails us too. We get fucking failed. And then we're made to think it's our fault. No, they failed us. They stopped us from succeeding because they didn't want us to be successful. So, And then now we're going back to our personality, who we are, who we truly are. And as we're turning around, that's why these perps are after us, because they want to stop us. It has to be everything. They have to stop us. I don't know why they have that in them, but they do. Even when I walk to the corner, there's two guys sitting at the porch of the front house. And the guy was like, you know me? I'm like, nope.